Hi, my name is Danielle Olms and I am the broker and owner of Keyrenter St. Charles Property Management. Over the years, we've encountered many landlords who've taken it upon themselves to self-manage their rental properties. Many know what it takes to be a good landlord and a master of the system. But for others, we've found several common mistakes that are consistently repeated. This is the first of 5 videos in our Top 5 Landlord Mistakes series. One of the biggest mistakes I see landlords making is a lack of tenant screening. If there is one thing I tell every single landlord that we encounter, it is this. Whether you use us or another reputable property management company, hire someone to conduct your tenant screening. Protect your investment by investing the money in a good screening process. Over the years, we've received so many calls from landlords who lease their rental property themselves, and now the tenants aren't paying rent or maybe never paid any rent at all once they moved in. They're months behind, the house is wrecked, and eviction hasn't even been filed yet, which means the landlord is still a month or two away from regaining possession of the property. And then still they have the task of getting the home back to rent-ready status. After all is said and done, there's 6 to 12 months worth of rent in the hole after lack of payment and the cost of getting the property ready again. What a nightmare. How can a landlord protect themselves from this happening? Well, you know what I'm going to say, of course. Hire a professional, reputable property management company. We have a 14-point screening process and we know what to look for to find the best candidate. At the very least, there's 4 things you should always be checking when anyone applies. The first one is a credit score. Credit score is important, but what also is important is what's on the applicant's credit report. Past due and late pays on utilities, cell phone bills, auto loans, mortgages, rents, those are all red flags. The applicant will have a story on why these are behind, but it doesn't matter. Second is rental history. To me, this is the most important thing to screen. Call all current and recent landlords and verify owner names on tax records because the applicants will have friends or family members pose as landlords. And make sure there's no huge jump in rent and price. If the applicant is currently paying $900 a month and wants to rent your property for $1,400, be vigilant in the rest of your screening because that's a major budget adjustment for the tenant. Also, verify income. All of our tenants must have a monthly income of 3 times the monthly rent. We don't make exceptions on this and we don't advise you to do so either. Call their employers, don't just go off paycheck stubs because these can be easily purchased off the internet. Also be sure to take into account their current monthly bills and make sure they really can afford it. And fourth is the background report. Don't skip on this. Run a national background check and also look on Tenant for criminal records, past evictions, current eviction filings, etc. Tenant is very up to date and typically if an eviction is filed, it will show up right away. Many applicants think they have a window to find a new place before the eviction is finalized and it goes on their record. At the end of the day, stick to your criteria and be firm. Don't take the easy road because someone unqualified can move in quickly and you can start collecting rent faster. We all have stories and we all have hardships, but at the end of the day, this is your investment and probably one of your largest assets. It must be protected.